Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Yep, it's me. I'm here. Probably should have adjusted that camera beforehand, but I didn't. No, I take risks in life. That's how I am. Ah, you talking about having the goat run the show? Dude, that's a self-portrait. I hope you don't mind. Hey, Richard. What is Richard Saucedo? What is up? How are you and Caitlin doing? I am alive. I am alive and currently on YouTube streaming. Hey, Jimmy Land, Oracle Night, everybody. Good to see you. How are y'all doing? It's been a fucking weird couple of weeks. You know what's going on in my life? Well, nah, nothing really. Nothing really at all. All right, good night, everybody. Um, watch World Apartment Horror is so freaking good. I've I've never even heard of that. Why is Twitch going down in flames? I don't know. Is it? Is Twitch going down in flames? Hey, Amber. I have no fucking clue if Twitch going down in flames. I just show up. You know, like I'm gonna keep showing up until they like either go down or kick me off, you know? That's so I really don't I don't really pay attention to I don't really pay attention to the world of like internet platform politics anymore because I hate them. I hate them and they don't do me any good. Like that's the thing. If it did me some good, I think I'd be okay with it. But like it kind of doesn't. It doesn't even really give me material because yay, I get to be like the do you really want to see the 15 guy going like, oh man, oh Twitch is dead? You know, do you really need another one of those? Now, according to the numbers, the answer is yes. But don't look at me, man. Don't look at me. Hey, why is... Hold on, I got a problem here. Shit's supposed to be looping. There we go. Show nothing when playback ends. No. You loop that shit. There you go. That's better. Mist is supposed to be doing its thing. All right, got that fixed. We got our blue mist situation figured out. You watching a friend's Twitch stream earlier today? Everything seems pretty chill. Yep, pretty much. It's a godsend to be banned from Twitter. Well, maybe. Oh, sometimes it helps. Sometimes it helps. Eventually I'm going to have to find a way to get back on when we start promoting the game. Going to have to do something about that. But until that moment, you know, it's all going to be good. All going to be good. Let's see what the... Wait, stop giving me shit. Ah, I hate when programs are just like, no, I'm not working. I'm not doing that thing. You don't get to do that thing. Currently got chicken cooking in the oven. Got some laundry that I'm going to pick up in like 10 minutes. So I have to leave you alone for a few minutes while I get my wet rags into the dry zone. You know what I think of the newest WandaVision? I loved it. I'm hype. I'm super hype. You know, I thought that. I think that's great. I think it's awesome. It was written by Satoshi Kon. Oh. Okay then. That in and of itself is a recommendation. For those of you who don't know, Satoshi Kon is the guy, the director, writer, director of Perfect Blue, Paprika, and Paranoia Agent, and Three Godfathers, which is a great movie. Despite the fact that it's on Christmas, but it's like Japanese Christmas, so it'll count. You know, Asian Christmas is just an excuse to get the family together, order some fucking takeout, and say, "Hey, here's your gift. Get your shit, get out." I can handle that. You know, I can handle free food, free stuff, and it's usually so often it's not even like you don't get shit from Santa Claus, you get shit from Santa Claus. You know, you get cash. So cash and fucking food. That's fine. I could deal with the Asian side of my family for a couple of hours for food and money. Easy. Who doesn't like food and money? Even the guys on Idiocracy like food and money. You like food? Yeah. You like money? Yeah. We should be friends. That's the way that shit should go. I'll base it on this, Ant. I see you got Ant de Vamp. That feels like a play on D Antwoord and Antwerp. Christmas chicken, man. That's what people look at me weird because we had Christmas ham, and I'm like, the hell you fucking, why are you acting weird? It's a ham. And they're like, oh, why do you have ham on Christmas? I was like, this is fucking Christmas. You have a ham. What, is this a house of vegans or something? What's going on? Been watching was trying to find like a Netflix show to watch the other day. I end up not everything on Netflix is great. You know, usually I ran out of great shows. Like I ran out of great shows that I wanted to watch. I think there was for example, this is what I mean. There's some shows that look like they're great, but I just don't feel like reading subtitles or dealing with dubbing. This dubbing kind of irritates me. Like, dubbing just irritates me. So, like, if I don't feel like reading subtitles, I won't watch a foreign show. And there are a lot of great foreign shows on fucking Netflix, but I didn't feel like watching one of those. I felt like watching one that was in English. And, man, I chose some stinkers. Like, oh god, I forgot what this one was called. Like, alright, so get this. It was, oh yeah, Invisible City. Now, Invisible City was in Spanish, so I already failed there. Because I wanted to watch something in English, so I thought, well, you know, whatever. It says Invisible City, but for some reason it's got a mermaid on it. Let's see if this is any good. And the answer is, 20 minutes in, I was like, I don't care what happens to any of these characters. Like, I just do not give a fuck. You know, like, there's a guy with backwards legs that's always on fire. Why don't we just do that? Let's just fucking deal with that shit. I don't want to deal with, like, fucking dude with a dead wife. I don't care about his dead wife. I don't care about his fucking ugly kid. You know? You got an ugly kid and a dead wife. Like, that's not what I want to watch television for. Like, fucking come on. So that was a waste of a half hour. Because I was like, do I even want to go to the second episode? No, not really. So I didn't. I do not recommend Invisible City. You know, I'm not going to watch something like Hellsing, because come on. Like, fucking come on. Like, I can't even watch Grimm. I think Grimm is a bad show. You know, if it's like fucking, if it's like Grimm quality or lower, I'm just out. 'Cause Grimm is a show I should like based on the premise, but it's just so bad. I didn't watch the newest season of Sabrina because that is a thing that I am expected to watch with everybody, if you know what I mean. So I haven't watched it yet. I wanted to watch a show that was just that only I was gonna watch, only I was gonna like really fucking gonna care about, and I found some bullshit because apparently, like, I watched Diablero already, so I was like, well, I'm watching all that. I could watch it again, but see if we can find something new. Do not watch The Stand. You didn't need to tell me that, dude. Like, I think The Stand as a book is overrated. You know, so I'm not into, like, I didn't like that first miniseries. I thought the book was kind of stupid. And I was sure as shit not gonna fucking, like, watch the second one because who cares? You know? So I have no idea how it is, but, like, because I went in assuming it was gonna suck. And if I assume it's gonna suck, I just don't watch it. You know, I might, yeah. It's like, you know, I was looking for something. And okay, so Invisible City was one of them. That was bad. And then there was this other one. I can't even remember the title of, to fucking warn you, because I think was it Curon? No, I don't think it was Curon. Was it Wixia? The Winx Saga? No, that was a little weak. Okay, the Winx Saga has got this weird problem. Like, I don't think it's that great a show, but, like, it's got this weird problem where they keep bringing up, like, gender roles and patriarchy, but the world that they exist in is run entirely by women. So you're like, we can't talk about busting down the patriarchy if women are in charge. That doesn't make sense. Whatever. You know, but it also, like, but I knew that was probably gonna fucking suck, because anytime I see a picture of, like, 5 good-looking teens standing in front of spooky woods, I'm like, oh, this is gonna blow. This is just gonna suck. Winx was a cartoon. I don't care. I do not care. You know, like, the show looks bad. Yeah, it'd be a matriarchy. And so it's like, okay, well, all right, that's my first alarm. So in a few minutes, I gotta go up and change the wet rags. Well, it's not the worst thing ever. Like, I think Dexter sucks. You know, like, I think Dexter sucks. Like, Dexter is not good enough for me. Like, if I'm going to be spending 20 plus hours with a show, once I get past the first episode, you have to have convinced me that there's a reason to watch the second. You know, so, you know, watching the first episode, Winx, I'm just like, whatever. Like, fucking whatever. It's like, ew, we have magical fairy powers. And that's not enough. You know, and also, like, it does that thing that like, fucking shows do, a lot of shows do right now, which is, hey, we could just use the standard white kids in high school formula if all the main characters aren't all white, right? Well, I mean, I guess that's progress, but, like, I don't care. I didn't like those shows to begin with. You know, it's hard for me to even watch, like, shows that people love, like, You know, I thought Buffy the Vampire Slayer was overrated when that thing came out. You know, people acting like it was like the greatest show on television. I'm like, no, not really. I mean, it's okay. You know, I'm not like, I don't hate it, but man, I think it was overrated. You know, that's kind of it's like how I feel about Buffy the Vampire Slayer is kind of how I felt about fucking like all of those CW vampire shows. I was like, well, this isn't the worst thing ever, but like, whatever. Although Vampire Diaries was really bad, that one that they did do, because you could predict what was going to happen, and I don't mean plot wise either. I mean like you knew what the next scene was going to be. You're like, okay, so we're having this kind of scene. That means this kind of piano music is going to be playing. They're going to play that, and then we're going to have like a fucking montage for a minute. And he was like, oh my god, stop. Like Vampire Diaries was wretched. You know, Buffy is okay. You know, to me it was just like, to me it was a show that was on that I didn't watch. It didn't offend me, but I also didn't really care for it. And into the big stuff, I don't even know what big stuff means, man. You have to cut it a little bit more specific. It had the 90s version of Goofy Charm do it. Yeah, but even in the 90s, I'd gone past that. I had gone past Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like, really early on. Did you see Jenny Nicholson's video on Vampire Diaries? Do I need to? Do I need to? Like, that show is just bad. That show is so bad. Oh, True Blood was way better than Vampire Diaries could ever fucking be. True Blood was fucking fantastic. I loved True Blood. You know, like that. Like I thought the characters were just a little bit more interesting. You know, because everyone in True Blood was kind of a weirdo. And that to me is more interesting. You know, shows where everyone's a weirdo are kind of just inherently more interesting to me. I think I like the first 5 seasons of Supernatural way more than I liked Buffy. And even some of the later seasons of Supernatural I like more than Buffy, but there's definitely a point I can't tell you exactly when it happened, but there was definitely a point in Supernatural where you just sort of like, all right, I'm kind of done. We're just kind of doing the Smallville thing now. Yeah, Vampire Diaries is totally a Twilight cash grab, and it was a bad one. Now what do they got? The originals or something like that, you know? All right, you take care, Anthropomantic. Yeah, True Blood was my jam. I like one of the things though was that for a long ass time NPR convinced me that I didn't want to watch True Blood, because when that show first came on, like they had an interview and all they were talking about was the LGBT metaphor in True Blood, which was fairly obvious, you know, kind of like X-Men. You know, it's like, yeah. It's like any other, like, you know, like insert any oppressed group. Bam, that was the metaphor. You know, and that could be gay people, that could be black people, that could be anything. You know, just as long as they're the people on the raw end of the social contract. You know? And so, did I check out the finale of Supernatural? Nope. Nope. Did not. Like, I was out like a couple of years ago. Like I was out. Like, there was a long period of time where I just sort of hung in there because I was like, well, maybe it'll get better. Maybe it'll pick up again. And then it didn't. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm done. It was the tablets plot line. See, I don't even remember I don't even remember what it was. It was just like, nah, I'm just done with this show. I don't care anymore. Yeah, the blood orange drink from True Blood, that was. I wish I had one of those bottles, actually. I really want one of those bottles. I would just like put like red fucking dyed water in it or something. You know, I really want one of those bottles. I did not get one when they had them. How do they get to drag on for so long after peaking? Because at the end of the day, it was still the most popular thing on CW. Like, it wasn't until like a couple of years ago that it was beaten. And it was beaten by like, I think like The Flash or something like that. Arrow was canceled, thank God. Strange Angels about early Thelema. Ooh! Wait, was that on Netflix? Was Strange Angels on Netflix? Hold on. Come on, Strange Angel. Strange Angel. Yeah. It's all about uh Jack fucking Parsons. Or John Parsons. Now let's see. Is on season 1, season 2. Let's see. It was on CBS All Access. Is it on Netflix now? Oh, Riverdale. Yeah, you're right. Right. Flaxifer. It was Riverdale. And then Riverdale fucking collapsed. You know, like Riverdale peaked over Supernatural, but only for like a season. And then it dipped under pretty severely. Like the third season of like that last season of fucking Riverdale just fucking like they canceled that show. They canceled that fucking show. So couldn't have been that good. Why do we need dark and gritty Archie? The only thing, look, I'll say this about fucking Riverdale. If it wasn't for Riverdale, we wouldn't have gotten the Sabrina show. Because a lot of the stuff that was happening in the first season of Riverdale was because they actually wanted it to be like Archie Twin Peaks, and that meant Sabrina. Like, Sabrina was going to come in and be a major character. That was the idea. She's going to come into, like, season 2. But the CW didn't want Sabrina in the show. So they were like, okay, well, I guess we'll continue doing this then. Then they shopped it around. Netflix said, yeah, we'll take the Sabrina show if you got the rights to it. And they did. So they were like, well, I guess we'll have to make the Sabrina show, but like really separate it from Riverdale. But technically, those two shows exist in the same universe. That's why one of the characters in Riverdale who off-screen dies shows up in Sabrina and gets killed. That's how he off-screen died. You get to see how he off-screen died. Which is, I forget who does it. It was either Lilith or Satan ate him. I can't remember which one. Some demon ate him. Like, that was the thing. Yeah, CW got the Satanic Panic. And I find myself going like, oh, come on, man. You already did Supernatural. You almost had Lucifer. Let's go all the way, baby. But, no. I think we won out. The only thing that went wrong with Sabrina is that in the Netflix model, a show like Sabrina can't, viewership cannot stay stagnant on Netflix. If something stays stagnant in viewership on Netflix, they cancel it. That's the way that works. You know, you'll get your first season. If your first season is good, you'll get your second, possibly your third, probably your third. But if by the near the end of the third, viewership has not gone up, you will not get a fourth. Basically, if you go like 2 seasons and your viewership doesn't rise, off. And that's what happened to Sabrina. Basically, season 1, good viewership. Season 2, great viewership. Season 3 and 4, same viewership as 2. Sorry, season 3, same viewership as 2. But since it didn't increase, 4th one was the last one. The only way that was going to change is if all of a sudden the 4th season got more views than anything. At which point they probably would have, like, one of the you'll notice that Netflix does this. They did this when they got Lucifer, which is they got Lucifer and they were like, we'll guarantee you a 1 season. And so they complete their 1 season arc and they're like, actually your numbers are really good. We're going to give you a 5th and a 6th one. And they're like, oh, why are you giving us 2? And it's like, because you have until then to make the audience grow. But we're giving you 5 and 6. We're going to give you 2 seasons ahead in advance. We're going to give you a season in advance, basically, to build the audience. And if it increases, then you get a 7th. You know, then you get the next one. Because I think Netflix really starts counting from the point they started. They don't count anything before that. So if a show gets on Netflix, they're guaranteed that they're going to have that first season, and if it does well, then they'll get 2 more. And if the audience grows during that period of time, if viewership grows during that period of time, they'll keep them. And they'll give them another season and another season and another season. But if they don't, then they're gone. That's what happened to Sabrina. By the end of the 3rd season, the numbers were not increasing. And so that was pretty much that show on notice. And then by the end of the 3rd, it didn't increase. So they were like, all right, 4th one's the last one. Yeah. But considering that, like, most television shows don't even do that, like, it's just season by season by season by season, and you can get cut off in the middle of it. Netflix at least gives you X amount of time. Like, you know what that deadline is. Yeah, because you have to understand, like, Netflix doesn't work on the advertising model. There's no advertising on Netflix. You know, period. So what they have to do, what they calculate is they calculate a show by how many new subscriptions, how many new subscribers happened during that period of time that watched the show in question. I am not burned out on Stranger Things yet because I didn't get that 4th season. The 4th season will really determine for me whether or not this concept is played out. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like everyone who watched Sabrina continued to do so. Its ratings never dropped, but they also didn't improve. So they were like, well, we gave you 3 seasons. So, 4 seasons, that's pretty good. And it is. That's actually a pretty good run. Considering on, like, network, most of these types of shows don't last 2. Well, yeah, I think the Cobra Kai show is interesting. That's an interesting beast because that's basically YouTube waving the white flag. That's YouTube giving up. They can't be Netflix. They know they can't be Netflix at this point. They're never going to be. YouTube doesn't know where it's going at this point. I mean, to be completely honest, it really clearly doesn't. Yeah, the Duffer Brothers said that, like, yeah, it'll end on season 5 because that was like their whole arc. But what might happen is, depending on how that show ends, they might be given the opportunity to do another show. Like, I know that, like, I haven't heard anything, but if you think that the people that did Sabrina aren't pitching another show right now, you're crazy. They completely are. Yeah, exactly. Cobra Kai was YouTube Red's only draw. They just gave up. When was the last time you even heard about YouTube Red? You haven't. Wait, Darktown? I never heard of Darktown. Oh, you mean Dark. Dark, the time travel one. Yeah. I remember that. Sorry, you said Darktown. I thought it was a completely different show. Yeah, on Netflix it's called Dark. You heard Netflix is doing a D&D show? No, wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Wait, Ravenous was not. Wait, Ravenous was not done in two. Are you talking about the 1999 film Ravenous? Because if there's a 2018 one, I have not seen it. Oh, there is a 19. Oh, there's a 2017 one. 2018 outside of Canada. Huh. I have not seen it. I did not watch that one. Yeah, YouTube Premium. Well, that was the problem with the YouTube Red. It's like, just get an ad blocker, watch it for free. Who gives a shit? Oh, there's stuff behind a paywall. Yeah, too bad I don't have other ways of getting it. Oh, it's changed to YouTube Premium now? Oh, that's why you don't hear it anymore. Ah, that's what they did. Well, I wonder how that's going. And it can't be great. Can't imagine it's doing that great. How is YouTube Premium going? Let's see what we got. YouTube Premium. If ads don't bother you, don't get premium. It offers a lot for $12 a month, but it's only worth it if you're going to use all those features. Oh, that's right. They got rid of Google Play, so I just got Spotify. Well, I can watch episodes of The Thinning if I want, I guess. Oh my god. You know, hey, let's watch The Thinning. Do you want to see stupid Hunger Games? I guess. I didn't watch regular show, so I don't know what you're talking about, Joe. Yeah. Can Google be considered a company that failed upwards? No. It succeeded pretty handily. I just don't know what it's doing now. You know, that's the thing. You know, like the thing about that, like they'll probably figure something out, but like I don't know what the hell that's gonna be. Oh, do. What the fuck is this?
Ugh, I hate Mondays.
What the fuck was that?
Uh,
Oh, one show that they put on Sci-Fi put on YouTube for 2 episodes that I actually liked was Resident Alien. It stars Alan Tudyk as an alien that's been sent to Earth to destroy it, and he loses the device that's going to destroy the Earth. His ship is broken, and so in order to keep looking for his ship and the device that's going to destroy the planet without getting killed, he has to pretend to be human. Yeah. A lot of people. My brother is in Maryland and he has Stadia, and he said it was really good. He said it was a good service. Yeah, I know that they got rid of Dark Crystal after 1 season. I don't know what was up with that. I don't know what's up with that. I hate it here. Take me, Fire Daddy. Uh, I watched that show Primeval. It was on Sci-Fi. Yeah, I remember Primeval. Yeah. It was there was the sometimes here's a weird thing. Sometimes Sci-Fi comes up with a great show, buys a great show. I think Resident Alien is poised to be one of those. Like the last great show that they bought was Happy, where they made 2 seasons out of. It's a little like Invader Zim with Alan Tudyk. Yeah, there's a little bit of that. He's not as much of a loser as Zim is, though. It's more fish out of water and less complete incompetence. I loved Blood Drive. I loved Blood Drive, but like apparently the audience disagreed with me. No, Blood Drive was Sci-Fi. Shutter may have it now. You know, I don't know if they do. Hold on, let me see. Blood Drive TV show streaming. Oh, it's on Hulu. Okay, Blood Drive's on Hulu now. Yeah, there are a lot of people who really wish that they kept doing Blood Drive, because that's one of those shows that had a little bit of a limited audience, but the audience that fucking watched it loved it. Oh, I haven't seen. You know what? I should have tried to watch Hellstorm. I forgot Hellstrom. I forgot that show existed. No, Blood Drive was a show that was like completely made for me. So much so that I think I'm in that. I feel like I feel like Slink is basically Count Jackula. uh yeah, Grant Morrison is trying to make a TV show with the Invisibles with the same team as Happy. Oh, dude. Oh, that has potential. That has the potential to be super good. Oh, you got plenty of Stargate. How many Stargate shows were there? There's plenty of that Stargate show. Well, there's like 300 episodes of that shit. Yeah, someone made a show about Damien Hellstrom. Yeah, it's on Hulu. It's called Hellstrom. Is it Little Quimper time? I hope so. I hope so. Like, I don't know who you'd get to play Quimper, but you get somebody. Ooh, get Brad Williams to play Quimper. That'd be great. See, what shows did you like that were canceled? I've liked a lot of shows that have been canceled. Blood Drive, I love Blood Drive. That got canceled. I loved the Dark Crystal show on Netflix. That got canceled. Um, let's see what else. There've been a few, but are kind of spacing on some of them. Does Ghost Rider show up? And I don't know if he. I don't know because I haven't seen the show. Who knows? I mean, I think he might be. He's on that Ghost Rider's on that CW show, so I don't know. Like, Clone High. I was already too old for Clone High when that happened. You know. Oh, the Laundry Files. I never watched the show that was based off the Laundry Files. Peter Dinklage's Quimper, I don't. No, I think we need someone else. Like, I think we need someone else's Quimper. I think the problem with Peter Dinklage is he's too cool. You need someone who's not that as cool as Peter Dinklage. That's why I'm saying like Brad Williams. You need like someone who can act that is never going to actually is not necessarily going to feel like a threat immediately. If Peter Dinklage rolls up on you, shit's going down. He is not a guy you're not going to underestimate the Dinklage. You're still mad about Greg the Bunny? Dude, that's like ancient history. Yeah, that one's pretty ancient. That was a good show though. Yeah, I think the shows that got canceled or that I in recent memory that I really was upset they got canceled, it's like a lot more Netflix shows like, Dark Crystal, Daredevil. I was kind of mad Daredevil got canceled. I mean, I got like 3 seasons of that, so pretty good, but like, The main thing I have there is it wasn't their decision to stop making it. Like, Netflix would have totally have made another season of Daredevil because that show was doing great. Same thing with Luke Cage. Like, fucking, I love the Luke Cage show. I thought that show was amazing. Warwick Davis is an underrated actor. Yeah, no, Warwick Davis is actually great. By the way, who did they get to play? I heard that they rebooted Leprechaun recently. I think, yeah, Leprechaun Returns. Who did they get to play Leprechaun in that? Oh, it's a Sci-Fi Channel movie. Ooh. Well. Lyndon Porco. Canadian dwarf actor. I have no idea who Lyndon Porco is. Warwick Davis decided he didn't want to come back, which, that's too bad. Alright, Lyndon Porco, younger dwarf actor. Still looks like a kid. He's got, what is he, in his 20s or something? Damn, this guy looks young. Like, this guy actually looks like a little kid. Like, usually dwarfs don't look like little kids. They look like fucked up adults. You know, but that's Lyndon Porco. Like, he's got, yeah, he actually looks like a kid. I mean, granted, that's how he looked as a leprechaun, but, like, you know. And I don't know what movie this is from. Oh, wait, was that from fucking, that might have been from, yeah, Channel Zero. Okay, okay. Yeah, fucking, Red Hook. Yeah, he's from the season Red Hook. Uh, oh, so yeah, he probably is just really super young at that point. Because I thought for sure that character was actually played by a kid, but I mean, like, here's a picture of him in like 2014, and he was like, he's not just a dwarf, he is a kid. Let's see, when was he born? Yeah, he's 24 years old. Damn. Okay, yeah, he's a young guy. He is a young guy. Yeah, a lot of people told me the new Leprechaun movie wasn't that bad. You know, it's what they were like. I mean, so as someone said, it's not gonna fucking like. Actually, you know what? I think Andy, the maniacal cinephile, did a video on that I haven't watched. I usually trust Andy. Let me see if he did. See if I'm remembering it right. That's Leprechaun Origins. Leprechaun Returns. Did he do Leprechaun Returns? Boots, not Goots. Boots to reboots. No, he did Leprechaun Origins, but he didn't do one on Leprechaun Returns. Kill Count did. Kill Count did, but I don't watch that show, so I don't know if I trust that. All right, I'm gonna go change. I'm gonna go put my wet rags in the dry zone. I'll be right back. I'm back. I should probably watch Kill Count because I just never have. Um, but because I have this weird thing, and I tend to be less trustful of horror people that don't look weird. You know, he looks like a really like kind of nice, clean cut guy, and I'm like, no, you don't look weird, man. I don't know if I can trust you. You know, like Andy looks weird. He's got that costume on. Good enough. You know, Michelle Oween and what's her face? She's not that big on YouTube. She's on Instagram. Now I gotta look her up. Do. Anyways, people, they look like weirdos, you know? And I'm like, I don't trust non-weirdos to tell me about horror movies. What are you talking about? Guru looks weird. He's not like a clean-cut dude. Oh, thank you, Fox McCloud. I appreciate it. Thank you for your shekels. Kindly accepted. Happily. Enjoy the GIF. Yeah, no, Horror Guru's. Trust me. Like, well, let me put it this way. Like, there's a difference between. I mean, Horror Guru looks like a normal person, but like he's not. You know, he's not like clean cut like Chris Stuckman or something. You know, Horror Mom does not look like. Even horror who is a beauty guru does not look like, you know, like a normal person. Does not look like a you know, average person. You know, like there's yeah. Jack likes Rob Zombie because the other old guitarists who are just scumbags. Yeah. You know, I think the youngest guy in that band is John 5. And that guy looks super weird. You know, like that guy's got a look. Horror Yuppie could be a funny gimmick, but I think it would wear on me very quickly. Yeah, and I'm just one of those guys that like I know maybe I should be watching this guy because like you know, his show gets like 5 million views and shit, but like now let's watch one right now. I'll know within a few minutes whether I care.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today is fucking St. Patrick's Day, so you know what that means. It's time to get a little shit on our shoes. Because today I'm looking at Leprechaun Returns, the 8th film in the Leprechaun series, which was released on the Sci-Fi channel in 2018. Like the 2018 Halloween film, Leprechaun Returns is a direct sequel to the original Leprechaun movie, ignoring all the Vegas-bound, space-faring, hood-dwelling adventures in between, and definitely ignoring the abomination that Hornswoggle played in the reboot. Ugh. Although actor Lyndon Porco replaces Warwick Davis in the titular role, it's meant to be the same being who's been trapped in the same well that he was Fuck You Lucky Charms into 25 years prior. We all know I have a complicated relationship with Leppy Boy, and in my kill count for the first film, I set up the series by saying it was a cavalcade of crap without anything redemptive to it. Before we hit up the sequel,
Wait, what?
come out of his relationship with Leppy Boy, and in my kill count for the first film, I set up the series by saying it was a cavalcade of crap without anything redemptive to it. Before we hit up the sequel,
No, out. 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 Nope, done. Out. If you do not appreciate the genius, which is Lep in the Hood, up to no good. Your opinion does not matter to me. This is genius right here. Hey, hey, hey! That's genius right there. That is entertainment. I love Now, if you want to say Leprechaun Back in the Hood is not good, that's fair. That's fair. That movie's pretty bad. But fucking Leprechaun in the Hood, no, shut up. That's got Ice-T. I think it also has Ice Cube. I know Ice-T's in that shit. Yeah.
Need to relax. Cool out. Smoke a joint.
Hold on.
Interesting blend. Interesting bullshit. That's the bomb right there. The bomb? The bomb. A friend with weed is a friend indeed.
Yeah, you shut up. That's genius. That is dialogue right there. Well, hear nothing bad about Lep in the Hood. Up to no good. Yeah, that's right. That's who I was thinking of. It was Ice-T and Snoop Dogg are in fucking, like, Leprechaun in the Hood. Like, there were quite a few rappers in it, but I just couldn't remember all which ones. Oh, man. In fact, I gotta say, like, hold on. No. Hold on. Where is dude? Come on. So you gotta, like...
Where souls never rest. You're invited to share their secrets. I've been waiting for you, boy.
Now, that right there... Why wasn't he in the sequels? I mean, seriously. What, could they not afford him? Did they offend him? Did they fucking break his mama's leg or something? That guy. It ain't Tales from the Hood without Dude Boy here.
You're invited to share their tales. Unless, of course, you're scared.
You need him. You need that guy. He retired? Come on. Everyone retires. Coulda asked. Did he say no? If he said no, well, No, that dude's still around. No, he's still here. I don't know why you would. Like, let me put it this way. Like, all right, so he retires, right? You know who you could have gotten to play this guy because he's done it before? You could have gotten fucking Jordan Peele to be this dude. That's like a couple of days shooting. You know, to do the wraparound segments. You could have fucking gotten Jordan Peele to do that. This guy's been in a bunch of shit. He's one of those character actors who's that guy who's in that movie. Oh yeah, Keith David is awesome, but I don't know how to put it. It's not the same without Clarence. You know, it's one of those. Don't get me wrong. Keith David is great. Keith David is great, but
welcome to hell, motherfucker.
Yeah. Like I said, Keith David's great, but I miss the other guy. You know, it's not a bad. Like, I think I would have liked Jordan Peele a bit more because he would have looked like he was having fun the entire time, whereas like Keith David kind of like up until he goes crazy, he plays it real serious, which I didn't think was a bad choice. That's not a bad choice for Keith David, but like, there's just something about the original dude. Like it's one of those roles that feels like it has to be done by a comedian. You know, like that's what I'm talking. That's what I mean. It felt like it should be done by a comedian. You know, because the original guy who played Clarence was a comedian. Jordan Peele's a comedian. Hannibal Buress would have been all wrong, unless he gave an amazing audition. You know. He did that. Oh, I haven't seen Sugartown. Yeah, Clarence Williams III. Yeah, no, that guy's amazing. Like, yeah. There's also something. There was also some sort of like, it's like Tales from the Hood 2. Not bad, but there was some sort of magic that like Tales from the first Tales from the Hood had. That like Tales from the Hood 2 definitely felt like, well, this is the lesser sequel, but it's not bad. It's still pretty good. Yeah, it's like fucking Creepshow 2. It's like Creepshow 2. You know, like most Creepshow 2 is pretty good. You know, it's pretty good. Its only problem is it ain't Creepshow. You know, because that one was amazing. You know, like I wouldn't even say that. I would never say the Tales from the Hood 2 was bad. You know, it ain't no Hood of Horror. You ever seen those movies? Snoop Dogg's Hood of Horror? Whoa. Whoa, those movies were pretty bad. Now, don't get me wrong. I'd rather live in a world where Snoop Dogg's Hood of Horror movies existed. But they're not very good. You know, they're really not very good. Yeah, it's like Predator 2. Yeah, exactly. It's like Predator 2 is actually a really good movie. It's just not the first Predator. You know, that's actually a pretty good comparison because I actually really like Predator 2. But even I can say like, oh no, it's not as good as the first one. I mean, come on. But it's pretty good. It's definitely worth watching. Killjoy bad? No. Oh no. No. Hood of Horror? Oh no, you can't compare Hood of Horror and Killjoy. Like, You're insulting Killjoy. Killjoy is bad. Don't get me wrong. Snoop Dogg's Hood of Horror is another level of just, why am I watching this? Like, Killjoy's bad. Like, okay, you know that Killjoy sequel where Killjoy's played by Trent Haga? Like, the Hood of Horror movies never get that good. No, Bill, I don't have rose-tinted glasses just because Bill Paxton died. I love those movies when they came out. I loved Near Dark. I loved fucking Predator 2. You know, I was like the one guy who was like, I actually really like Predator 2. You know, it's not as good as the first one. Well, no. I mean, I'm not going to argue with that shit, but like, you acting like it was a bad movie. It's not a bad movie. It's a good movie. It's very different, you know. Oh, the last one that was done by Shane Black. Yeah. Yeah, that's really too bad. Oh, Sugar Hill? Oh, man. Man. No, the guy from Sugar Hill that you talked about, he died. Yeah, he's dead now, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, you're thinking of Edward Thomas Little. Edward Thomas Little would have been a great one, but he died. Like, he was gone, which is too bad. I really like that. Was man, I actually really like that guy. He was like, I was like kind of con buddies with him for a long time. You know, because he would show up for, you know, he would show up because he was in, like, you know, bunch of you know, he's in classic television episodes in a lot of famous sci-fi movies. God damn it, come on, people. Why are you making it so hard for me to find dude? This guy's had to have a fucking IMDb page. He just has to. Yeah, Don Pedro Coley. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Should have gotten him back for that Dukes of Hazzard movie that they did. You know, but he's the guy. So he plays the Sheriff Little from Chickasaw County on Dukes of Hazzard. He also played Baron Samedi in Sugar Hill. He also played the black guy in THX 1138. He also played the head of the cult in, what was it, Escape from Planet of the Apes? Yeah, Beneath the Planet of the Apes. Sorry, Beneath the Planet of the Apes. Let's see what else. A whole bunch of shit. He was on the A-Team, the Paper Chase. The Bionic Woman, Starsky and Hutch, Little House on the Prairie is the one black guy on that show. Oh, that's right. He was in The Legend of N-Word Charlie. Fuck you, YouTube. And he was in the original Wild Wild West. Now that I did not know. I did not know he was in the original Wild Wild West. And I knew he was old, but I didn't realize he was that old. Oh, he was also in the original Piranha. Or no. No. It's a 1995 remake of the original Piranha. Okay, I was pretty sure I would have seen him if I had seen I'm pretty sure I would have recognized him if I saw him in that. Okay. Well, that... Oh, shit. He was in Herbie Rides Again. The one set in San Francisco? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Come on, Herbie. You gotta save the old lady's apartment. You gotta do it. As this one when fucking Herbie teams up with an old, like, fucking San Francisco trolley car and they gotta save old lady's house because unscrupulous land developers are gonna put up a shopping mall or something. You know, something. Or office buildings or something. You know. So basically what I'm saying, it's Herbie fights gentrification. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Predator 2 is pretty much where all the lore for Predator comes from, including its tie with aliens. Oh yeah. Oh, actually, not entirely. Not entirely. Because that shit started because of Dark Horse Comics. Because Dark Horse Comics got the rights to both Alien and Predator to do comics of them. So they did a crossover comic called Alien vs. Predator, which I have. And then Predator 2 came out. Like about 2 years after that comic did. When are we going to get a good Alien vs. Predator movie? I don't know why they don't just fucking adapt that fucking comic series Dark Horse did, man. Like, and the funny thing is each of the Alien vs. Predator movies cribs a section of that story. But I don't know what to tell you. You know, because, like, let me put it this way. Like, in the original one, Weyland-Yutani actually is directly involved. You know. You know, it's set in the alien universe. It's on an alien planet that's been colonized by Weyland-Yutani. You know, and it's like a frontier world. And then someone introduces the alien. And they don't know who, and they don't know why. And then shit goes awry. Yeah, a lot of those, like, particularly those early 90s fucking Dark Horse comics are really great. Really good stuff. You know, I really wish that they had done I really do wish that they had done, like, a really good one. You know, the thing is they could really easily do that original Dark Horse story now. Really easily. You know, you only need, like, Mandalorian level of effects. You don't need much else. Have Lance Henriksen return as Bishop Wayland. I didn't like that when it happened. I wanted to do what Neil Marshall. No, not Neil Marshall. I'm sorry. Fuck. What's the guy's name? He did Chappie. He did Chappie and he did District 9. Fuck. Blomkamp. Neil Blomkamp. Thank you. Neil Blomkamp. I wanted to do his Alien movie. I wanted to see his Alien movie. Because the idea with that is that it's a direct sequel to Aliens. Like, 3 didn't happen, nothing after that exists. So, it had Ripley, Bishop, and Newt. And yeah, Bishop Ripley, Newt, and Hicks, on an alien, on a being picked up by a military research station, you know, and they had been out in space so long they had actually aged. Well, except maybe Bishop. You know, I didn't hate Alien 3, I just didn't really like it. It's like, okay. Yeah. Well, let me put it this way. I thought that the idea of doing, like, Alien in a space prison was not a bad idea. I just didn't think it was well executed. Especially since, like, when that movie first came out, they removed all references to it being a penal colony. And so you're just sitting there going, why is this happening? What do I think about the Dead Space series being brought back? You could always make more games of the Dead Space series. Just all that matters is how you do it. You can get someone else to play Newt. I mean, that's not hard. You know? Oh no, we'll have to find another blonde woman in LA. Oh no. Where will we ever find one of those? Alien Resurrection is really... Alien Resurrection, oh boy. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. What did I think of the William Gibson script for Alien 3? I thought that was pretty good. I thought they should have done that in the first place. I didn't like the idea of Bishop being modeled after Wayland, because if that's true, why wasn't Ash? Also, how old... The other question I had was, how old is fucking this motherfucker supposed to be? You know? Like, it was 60 years... Like, fucking... So much time passes between Alien and Aliens that Ripley's 8-year-old daughter has died of old age. Yeah. And to be fair, I mean, Alien Resurrection does feel like a Joss Whedon movie. It feels like a Joss Whedon story. Not a very good one, but, you know, feels like a Joss Whedon story. Oh, I love seeing Lance Henriksen and stuff. Like, I would, like, let me put it this way. If they were just like, yeah, whatever. Like, we're not even going to bother. We're not even going to worry about, like, younging dude up, which actually they could do. He's a robot. It probably would play well. But say you didn't even want that. I think everyone would just be happy to see Bishop back. Yeah, I don't think that you wouldn't have him doing like a lot of action scenes, but Alien has never really been about like intense fighting scenes. Not like Predator. Like in fucking Alien, it's more about like guns and cleverness. No. I don't mind. Oh, you mean like what if he's missing his endoskeleton? Yeah, if you don't change, if you make him look like basically the idea is like his endoskeleton has melted off, and so what you've got is like an animatronic with like a prosthetic younger Lance Henriksen face on it, but using his voice. That'd be a great idea. You know, I don't know if that would be easier or harder, but I would that could work. Nope, what's this? Huh. No, don't turn him into a computer. That fucking suck. You know, that would suck. That would suck. You know. No. No, it's a bad idea. You know, like I would Yeah, I'd rather it was like like an actor in a puppet or a green screen suit or something. You know, but without but basically like really playing up the fact that he doesn't look human. You know, like cuz like he just got ripped in half by the fucking alien queen. Like he's not looking so hot. What about Sigourney Weaver coming back? What's wrong with Sigourney Weaver coming back? Nothing wrong with Sigourney Weaver coming back. Fucking same thing with Michael Biehn. Like he was just in Mandalorian. You know, he'll be fine. Those guys will be fine. The Obsidian Alien RPG was canned. I'll be honest, I don't know what you do with an RPG set in the Alien. Oh, thank you for the subscription. Freaked me out a little bit. It's been a while since I've heard that one. Thank you, Francisco Jones. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't know what you would do in an Alien RPG, to be really fucking honest. You know, that's kind of a one and done kind of setting. You know, like the only one who really seems to survive between any of them is Ripley. Oh, the only confirmed alien anything being produced right now is a show by Sci-Fi. That could go either way at this point. Like, at least it's got a shot. You know, some of the people who do Sci-Fi shows are actually really good. Neil Blomkamp said he might try to revive it after the movie he's currently working on. Oh, what is he currently doing? What is old Blomkamp doing? Neil Blomkamp. Neil Blomkamp. Okay, what are you doing, dude? You South African weirdo. Untitled Neil Blomkamp horror film. Okay, then. Okay. Man, he's been doing a lot of shorts lately. Well, yeah, that's right. He has that, like, YouTube channel that he does all his short films on now. He did one called God? Ooh. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I like Chappie way more than Elysium. I thought Elysium was okay. Like, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was good, but I didn't, like, I did expect more from the guy who did District 9 than what we got in Elysium. And then Chappie came out, and I thought that was brilliant. Last time you sicked was called Archon. Yeah, well, it's currently untitled, apparently, so we shall see. We shall see. Oh, man. Do. All right. Well, if any of you haven't already, I recommend like following me on Twitch. I think for now I'm probably going to sign off. Get me some late dinner, and I do got some more writing that I got to handle, so I'm gonna go do that. It was great hanging out with y'all. I will definitely be back. And until then, remember Ave Satanas, Disco Inferno, and Satan and I love you very much for who you are. Unless you've got a major personality problem, then, might want to do something about that. And a really bad haircut. Don't keep the cut your mama gave you.